Okay. Hello, grade leads. Again, we felt that the first time that we did this StreamYard went very well with your flip grid responses. So thought we'd give that a shot again. The only thing I would ask is that if this time, if you could, as we go through each of the topics in your flip grid response, if you could just at least hit on each of the things we talk about, at least just briefly, that way we do feel as though you have a voice. So I appreciate all of the celebrations that we had last time. Love that. Don't feel free to do that. Just make sure I want to get into the meat of the agenda. So with that, we'll start with celebrations from the serve team. What do you got, guys?
I would like to celebrate Melendez. I walked in her class today and the kids were doing a great job and she was recalling science facts and got into whole states of matter. And it was just nice. It was a really positive class and a really positive experience to go in there and see that. And all the kids were everybody's hand was up. It was really good.
I love that. I actually made it into third, fourth, and fifth grade today. It was incredible. First grade stopped me, Sanders. You'll be watching this, but Kay Stickle, thanks for coming in, or something like that. And I actually shared with the board how nice it was for teachers to kind of call you out when you don't follow your schedule and don't make it in. But I promised that I would be in tomorrow morning. So yeah, third grade was rocking. There's a small group going on there too. It was awesome. Anyone else? Go ahead.
Oh, I did make it to K1 yesterday, except for you, Sanders. I'm sorry. So I'll make sure I get in there too. But yeah, all the really cool tech integration that we're seeing and just like new ideas, trying things out is very cool. I've loved going into every single classroom that I've been able to, and this week more than last week.
I agree. Yeah, the tech integration's crazy awesome. It's good stuff. Swartzy, thank you for being polite and raising your hand.
Hey, so I've been in Love's classroom, Brooks Banks' classroom, and Owen's classroom, and that's our 5th through 7th grade science teachers. Dude, they're killing it. They're in there. Their depth of knowledge is excellent. Their coverage of materials is excellent. The kids' engagement's fantastic. Like, I'm just really, really proud of our science team right now.
Yeah, they're making science fun again and being standard based. It's the best of both worlds. I agree with you. Guys, anything else? Davis.
I just want to celebrate all of our teachers in the building. I know that I'm not physically there, but I do get to see and hear the things that are shared with me. And I'm very proud of all of you. You're making the magic happen for our kids. So I really appreciate that. And plans are looking good. I love all the high engagement since we've gotten the iPads. It's been amazing. So thank you guys for making school a bright spot.
Awesome. Great job. And finally, Mr. Coward.
I want to celebrate Miss Sanders for going over the lunchroom expectations every day with her students when she drops them off. So that's pretty cool. And then Miss Mott being willing to share some of the resources that she's using in class that I can go share with the other middle school social studies teachers.
Awesome. Listen, guys, K1 lunch last year, I think the K1 teachers felt guilty leaving the kids there because it was so challenging. This year, it's running really, and it really is a tribute to, like you said, the practice has taken place, but it's running very, very well. And I think the teachers have a little more peace of mind of leaving the kids there, knowing that we've got it under control. So that's an awesome change. Thank you for pointing that out. Guys, anything else before I move on to the agenda? Awesome. My celebration would be the team from Erskine was so amazed at what they saw, and I love the fact that the impression that they have of our building kind of goes deeper now because they got a chance to see all the classrooms, all the great things taking place. And the last time they were here was actually sometime in October of last year, and they just couldn't believe what they were seeing and how different it was. They just felt like it was a completely different school. I think Mr. V, who's the director, made a comment that on the way home, whenever the meeting was in October, he had actually turned to Cameron, who's the CEO, and said, I don't know how you turned that school around. But they were just blown away that somehow working together as a team, we did it. So kudos to everyone and congrats. Okay, with that, let's start with the walkthrough form consensus, and we'll turn it over to our Dean of Curriculum, Brittany Davidson.
Okay, so you guys all had some really good feedback at our last grade lead meeting. It was really cool to see you guys work together. So I took your feedback. Some of the things were let's put the celebrations. Someone said put the celebrations at the top. Someone said put the celebrations at the bottom. So guess what? We're going to put them at the top and the bottom, and really just celebrate the really great things that you're doing in the classroom. There also was something about engagement and making sure that there was kind of that evidence. So if I'm putting that 15 out of 30 students were engaged, hopefully there's never 30 students in your classroom, that, maybe I'm saying, hey, so-and-so was doing something. You want to know, like, why were they not? So we included that there. We may leave it blank sometimes. It's not like a required thing, but we just want to show that was kind of one of the pieces. We also talked about small group, and we just wanted to know it's not that that you have to be doing small group. It could be just evidence of small group. I know that we got Kinder was like, you really need to come in during our small group time because our Eager Eagles are not getting signed then. So if you just shoot us an email about when you want us to come in, then that really helps us know, at least the coaches, so we can kind of coordinate that and we can get in there at those appropriate times. With the walkthrough form, there's a schedule. Again, it's not evaluative. It's just to kind of, we pop into classrooms a lot, but we want to spend a little bit more time in there to really celebrate those cool things. And then we can kind of pair you with people that you can learn from or that they can learn from you, kind of like what Coward was talking about before, having teachers share with each other. It was really cool in our PLC today to kind of see our leads leading in 5th grade PLC and 6th grade PLC. And we want to see more of that happen with everybody. So I believe I have a little bit more tweaking to do because the add-on that I was using is broken. But I will, by next week, we'll probably start using that walkthrough form. So you'll see some emails to you and some sticky notes. We'll also be leaving kind of a sticky note because we did talk about how we want that paper, that instant little note, but also that record in our email as well. And I think that's all I have. You're muted if you're talking.
Yes, I am talking. I was muted. You were correct on both counts. Hey, with the walkthrough form, if we could, let's just get that out as soon as you've got it ready to go. Let's just send it out to grade leads. Be watching for that email. The only thing I'm going to ask is for Ms. Davidson to get a kind of a thumbs up or, yep, approved or agreed from the whole team, and then we'll start using it. So again, we're not in a huge hurry, so I'm perfectly fine with us taking our time on that. Awesome. Moving on. Thank you, Ms. Davidson. Moving on to our blended learning liaison, Mr. Swartz, who wants to talk a lot about iPads, but he knows he's limited.
Yes, I am limited. So I'll just get to the meat and tomatoes. Meat and potatoes, not tomatoes. Those are gross. All right. Hey. So listen, yesterday we had 13 iPad cards come in. We expected 9. So we expected 1 for each grade lead K through 8, which you guys already have and are utilizing. The extra iPad cards, we had 4 of them. I tried to distribute them as evenly as possible. So I put an extra one in kindergarten. I put an extra one in 1st grade, an extra one in 3rd grade and 4th grade because they have the largest class sizes. With that, I've been going around today and I've collected about 237 chargers so far today. I'm trying to get to our number of 360 so that way I can send them out and we can have 13 more cards come back. The quicker I get these chargers out, the quicker I can get my carts in and get them to you guys. So that's really, really what I'm working on. Fully expect James to come on down to the lower grades tomorrow to pick up as much. I did not collect 327 tomates. No, it's iPad chargers only today. Dude, you guys don't even know. You grade leads have no idea the shenanigans that they try to put on me and the straight face that I have to be every single time. Y'all don't even know. And Stickle hates my dog. Just putting that out there. Now, with that said, I'm working on a series of, see, I gave that to you. I am working on a series of videos. I'm going to start working with the DOK wheel to try to integrate some iPad apps to make our depth of knowledge a little bit more fluid from 1 and 2 to 3 and 4. I also really, really want to start a series on flipped classrooms. I really think now is the time to really dive into that. I did one before the pandemic when I taught 5th grade. And it was actually so much fun. So I'm really excited to get you guys at least trying that and seeing how you guys feel about it. All right, that's it. That's my time. Was that good? Was that good? So he's muted right now, and so
I am muted.
Oh, hey.
Hey, no, listen. Hey, that was really good. I appreciate that. Again, one of the things I'm going to talk to Swartzy about, and I like the idea. Listen, the iPad training that we received was just what the doctor ordered right at the right time. But Swartzy's really excited about getting some more tech PD to you and tech tools to you, so you can go even deeper. And I'm going to ask him, and he can easily put together a quick form for things that you might be interested in to kind of drive as he transforms from being an IT person to really being that tech integration guy, and that's very close. And what makes that timeline and that transition a little quicker is the great work of James, really stepping up and taking care of things. So thank you very much, sir. The next thing I want to talk about is grade leads. I don't know exactly where we stand on this. There may be some extra money, but I'm calling it the Plexi dilemma. I did talk to our state team yesterday, and they felt like, as a matter of fact, I was pretty blunt. I said, hey, am I throwing money away by buying plexiglass? Here's what they said. Yeah. You know, and they've been in schools that have it. They've heard from others, but they said they completely trust Meavers on what we think is best. The number one goal is the safety of our teachers. I want you to feel comfortable in your classrooms. Whatever that costs, whatever that takes as far as plexiglass, that's what we'll do. We have measured for Plexi. We're getting 360 kind of units from Erskine. They were free from the state, actually, through Erskine. With that, we're looking at buying more on our own. What I don't want to do is buy it and have it be something that you don't end up using. So I might ask Coyle to get a little input from the grade levels before we start placing that huge order. But they also understand that they know where we stand on trying to protect our teachers. And they're completely supportive to where if we need it and we feel we need it, we're going to go that way. I just want to make sure that we think that small group tables isn't enough. If we need more, before I want to be prudent about it. But if every grade lead and every grade says no, Plexi up, we need to Plexi, then we will get it for every individual desk. They also said no building that they've seen anywhere has it in the cafeterias, but that does not mean that we don't need it in the cafeterias, because again, we're using the cafeteria. So we've got the opportunity to order. I just want to make sure that you're excited about it and you want it before we spend the rather significant dollars on that. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. Next thing is Mobile B. Should it stay or should it go? It's a Clash song from 1983, I believe. Miss Davidson, you're up.
Okay, so one of the things that we're concerned about, but also I know that I've heard lots of concerns from teachers about assignments, Mobile B, and how that's working. We're looking at kind of eliminating, at least for right now, the 4 through 8 Mobile B, or trying to streamline it as much as possible and only allow students who absolutely need that flexible on their own. Sorry, I can't read and talk. Now you lost my train of thought. So I'm sorry, guys. We just put out the instructional model change form on Sunday. I did not include Mobile B on there, and I also did not include that mixed AB week. But I would like from you, if you could please send me, I know it's a short notice, but if you could send me any names of students that are mobile, that are not doing anything at all, and you think that the best place for them would be in the building, please send me those names, and I will send personal emails with that link to those parents so that we can make sure that we're doing the best for our students. I can't promise that they're going to come back, but I can do everything that I can to make sure that those students get what they need. But I do want to hear your thoughts about Mobile B, especially in those upper grades, how you feel it's benefiting your students, if it is, and what we can do to kind of streamline it and help you more. So if you could just include that in your Flipgrid video, that would be appreciated.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Davison. Good job getting through that. I did try to take the high road there. I don't know if you caught that. That's how I roll. Anyway, yeah, Mobile B, it's kind of we need your input, guys. at the end of the day, we want to be convenient for our parents, but we also have to focus on the education our students are receiving. So your input is greatly appreciated. Next, we're moving on to Friday, October 16th. That'll be presented by me. One of the great things about CSUSA is that we're given the opportunity as principals to make decisions about what we think is best for our staff. Could we fill up the day with some Kagan strategies, with some, iPad 101, and are there some things we could do, like with Swartzy presenting that wheel that he's working on, the DOK tech wheel? Absolutely. But what do I think our staff needs right now? I think they need a 3-day weekend. And I think sometimes a bit of a break is the best option. It's not a straight up 3-day weekend, but we did move the chili cook-off. Thank you, Ms. Stutz. The trophy is already printed up with my name on it. But anyway, with that, we just felt like the most important thing right now was everyone having that day. So we will be putting together an agenda, and it's going to be an agenda that'll say, work on these items. It'll be pretty limited. Work on these items from the location that you choose. But we feel like right now, with everything else that our teachers are doing, what we don't want to do is kind of oversaturate you with more information. And let's just take a break. And no one's earned it more than our staff. So that's the way that'll work for our teachers. So hopefully that's okay. I had someone ask if they could still come into work. Absolutely. The building will be open. If you choose to come and you want to work from here, that's fine. But you'll be working from home. And if anyone has any huge concerns about that, let me know. I just think that's what we need right now as I take a temperature of the building. And we want to focus on that positivity, that climate and culture, and making sure that that we are hearing you loud and clear when you give us info. Okay, the next topic is going to be a coach update. And that's just anything. It'll always be a standing item. Anything that Ms. Davidson's team has that they want to share at this time.
Is there anything? Yep, Davis, you go.
Sorry, in my brain, I just think, oh, let me go first because K2 and then, the upward progression, or it could go backwards, either way. I just want to give a shout out to the K2 teachers. Thank you all for being so open-minded during our PLCs this week. And we tried some different new things with them logging in on Zoom, and it's worked really well. So I'm very appreciative of everyone. And overall, I'm just really excited about the great things happening in K2.
Foxy and I just want to give a shout out to all of our people for being really flexible with the grading PLCs that we've been doing this week. And we're really thankful for your openness, and keep being you because you're awesome.
Anything else, guys?
Nope, that's good.
Okay, the last thing I want to turn it over to is Coyle and Coward, the dynamic duo. With an operations update. Go, guys.
Okay, so Brittany, if you can share the screen. So what we've created, I'm not sure why I split it like that, but what we've created is a form that is going to be posted outside of your doors every night. It looks slightly a little different than this because it's going to go between both classrooms. It's going to be laminated. On the top portion of the form, it says remove spray with the germ cleaner, floor swept and garbage removed. And then once a week, there's the mopping schedule, so they'll have to sign that. But every day, this will be signed. And George will walk around in the morning, and he'll sign off on it and make sure that the night facilities crew performed all those things on the checklist. So the most important thing is the germ spraying, the sweeping, and removing of the garbage. Those are the 3 things that we're required to have done every single day. Like I said, the mopping will be once a week only. And that's our little facilities update.
Awesome. Okay, guys, that concludes our meeting. I've got another call that I need to get on here in a couple of minutes, but I appreciate you listening through. If you could kind of go through and give us at least most of the items, some kind of your take on it, your team's take. Feel free to show this whole thing to your team if you choose to. It's totally up to you. But we just want to make sure that we get your input. So with that, we'll be posting this in the grade lead group within Schoology for you to leave your reply. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Take care.